Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our friends. The Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame. Search for them on Facebook. Central Minnesota Pond Racing, some of the best vintage snowmobile racing in the Midwest. Crane's Snowmobile Museum, 172 Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire. The Vintage Snowmobile Club of America Quarterly Magazine. The New Hampshire Snowmobile Museum at Bear Brook State Park in Allenstown, New Hampshire. The Benedim YouTube channel, some of the best vintage snowmobile videos on YouTube. Ben's Vintage Mini Bike Podcast, the second Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Muscle Car Show and Tell Podcast, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Second Chance Upholstery and Automotive, custom snowmobile and automotive upholstery in Derby, Vermont. I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Lastly, if you decide to advertise with the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, I have a robust lineup of vintage snowmobile entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Also, to our regular viewers, if you'll notice, I'm mixing up the graphic here tonight. Let's see if I can trying to point at it, but everything's in reverse. But anyway, that purple graphic, I'm doing the promo banner instead of the generic banner. So let me know what you think of that, whether you like it, don't like it, want me to continue doing that each episode, or go back to what I was doing. Just let me know what you think. But to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time viewing the podcast tonight, I hope you have a good time with us, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. Pardon me. Now, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. We have comments aplenty coming in. Let's take a look here, and then we'll get this party started. Let's see. Our good friend from Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers is here, saying loud and clear in Carterville, New York. Looking forward to another great episode. Appreciate that. Now, Rob and I collaborate with Ben on a Vintage Mini Bike podcast the second Sunday of every month. It goes out to a lot of these channels that we do here, including this one. So wherever you're viewing this right now, if you're interested in those mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, just tune in, and we'll have some fun times waiting for you. Chroma Testing is here saying good evening. Good to see you. Appreciate that. Our good friend Dave Lowry, and regular viewer, is here from Alberta, Canada. Looking forward to a great show, and I believe we're going to be able to deliver that for you. Our good friend and guest last week, Mike Cohn, is here. He's with the VSCA headquarters. He does the Vintage Snowmobile Quarterly Magazine. Let me find a graphic for that. Give him a shameless plug here. He's the guy behind this magazine. He was our guest last week. And hello to him. Appreciate you being here. And Mad Dog is here saying good evening from Wisconsin. Nice to see you. We appreciate that. Our good friend Mike Whiteside, regular viewer, saying good evening. And he's viewing with Hank the Wonder Lab. Hey, Hank, how you doing? I wonder if I call the dog. Hey, Hank. How you doing, Hank? I don't know if he's responding to that, but I had to give it a try. Stacy and Art Fosler are here, viewers from the very beginning. They say it sounds good from Plattkill, New York. Nice to see you. Todd McMillan is here, regular viewer from Madoc, Ontario. He says they've got a lot of snow. Excellent. So hopefully we'll have a chance to do some riding. Our good friend Jim Holbrook is here, who I'm hoping to see in a couple of weeks at the Crane Show. He's from Thetford Center, Vermont. Regular viewer says we're coming in loud and clear. Ivan Mayo is here. Good evening, Mike. Loud and clear from Sudbury, Ontario. Ontario is in the house. Great to see you, Ivan, by the way. Pardon me. Pit Grunt is here. Sounding great. Good. Thank you for that feedback. We appreciate that. Tim Bewick is here, our good friend from Marlborough, New York, saying good evening. Great to see you, Tim. Our good friend Alan Gove is here from Grafton, New Hampshire. Hoping to maybe see him at the Crane Show in a couple of weeks, too. And let me know, Alan, if you're going. Mike Whiteside is here. He says he likes it. Outstanding. Mikey likes it. he eats everything. Who remembers that that ad campaign? If you remember that ad campaign, leave a comment of what that ad campaign was for in the comments. And yeah, Jeff Miller is here saying good evening from St. Johnsville, New York. Outstanding. Nice to see you, Jeff. Our good friend Brandon Emerson is here saying he loves the advertisement. His son Baylor was 3 last year in that photo, and his son is the gentleman on that kitty cat right there. He's 4 right now and ready to go again this season. Hopefully to see him at the Crane Show in a couple of weeks. I keep mentioning the Crane Show, and you'll see why in a few minutes. But Brandon is also going to be a guest on this podcast in the not too distant future. We're still working out dates and all of that, but he has an impressive Polaris collection, and we can't wait to bring him on for a look at that. Brian Van Haverbeek is here saying good evening. Nice to see you. He's out in Ontario. He says he loves the kitty cat. He's a kitty cat collector. So yes, he would love that, I'm sure. Scott Hohen is here. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hohen, saying good evening from Thompson, Iowa. Nice to see you. Here we go. Mike Whiteside. He knows. Anyone named Mike who grew up in the 70s knows all about Life cereal and how Mikey likes it. Here we go. And Ben says, yeah, Mikey likes it. That was from Life cereal. Obviously applies to the podcast and any graphics, including the new one. Cool. And how could anyone named, Mike Cohen says, how could anyone named Mike forget Life cereal? Because I got razzed on that in elementary school, and I bet every other Mike my age did too. Alan Gove, February 14th is the show, and over in New Hampshire. He usually goes, and he's going to try to send us some pictures. So thank you for that. We look forward to that. And anyone in New Hampshire, keep that in mind. Put that on your calendar, February 14th. Vintage Snowmobile Show, Andover, New Hampshire. Okay, thank you for the flood of comments. Now let's bring our friends on, and as promised, we will get this party started. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good, Mike. How you doing, Rob?
Well, Rob's mic is off. Let's see. I don't know if I can turn it on from this end.
Nope, that's my fault.
No worries.
I turned it off. I did not think you wanted to hear me eating.
Sure.
I'm doing good, Mitch.
Now, Rob, were you eating Life cereal?
I can remember that commercial.
Nice. And Midge, are you froze up on us? I have a feeling you might have froze up on us. If you can hear us, Midge, log out and back in if you can. It looks like he's froze up.
Yeah.
But it seems like we've got gremlins the last few episodes. But not to worry, we will continue with the podcast. Oh, and one quick thing. Let me know how you feel about me doing the promo banner instead of the generic banner at the beginning like that. I would love your feedback, and I appreciate that.
So it'll be a different banner every week?
Yes.
Nice idea.
Kind of mix it up a little.
Yeah.
And also have it relevant to what we're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, cool. Let's get right into it. Earlier in the week, Rob and Midge and I were messaging, as we often do, and he was asking about the Little Skipper snowmobiles. And I mentioned to him, whoop, getting ahead of myself here, sorry. And I was mentioning that that I got an interview with a guy who had a collection of them. This was at the Crane Show back in 2018. Here we go. Midge is back. Can you see us and hear us, Midge?
Yeah. I disappeared.
Sure, that's all right. But yeah, we all know the routine. If things lock up or any problems, just log out and back in. But we're promoting the Crane Show tonight, and there was a guy at the Crane Show in 2018 who had a collection of Little Skipper snowmobiles. So we're going to take a look at that. And behind the scenes, Rob and Midge and I were messaging about that earlier in the week. So I promised to find this interview and play it. So let's take a look.
Hi, folks. Today we're here at Crane's Museum in Lancaster, New Hampshire. What a wonderful day and a wonderful show. These 3 snowmobiles are my Lorry Little Skippers. They were made in Connecticut originally, 1970, 71, and 72. They're kind of a rare snowmobile. You don't see them very often. They get a lot of attention when I bring them to shows. They run great. They're powered by a Briggs & Stratton. They were built by a family-run business, and they just decided to produce them. The oddity of them is they were out before the Kitty Cat was. They are the first miniature snowmobile built. By 72 was Lori's last year, and Arctic Cat's first year with a Kitty Cat. So Arctic Cat was paying attention when they saw these little skippers. They said possibly a market for the small snowmobile. They're just a great little machine. They're very dependable. Unfortunately, I don't have any grandchildren that ride them. They just come to shows and sit here and idle, but I still do enjoy bringing them, and the crowds enjoy seeing them because it's just something a little bit different.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, and what was your name?
My name is Gary. I'm from Central New Hampshire.
Gotcha. All right.
I
Cool.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. So there you go, the Crane Show, 2018. Gary's collection of little skippers.
Yeah, cute little thing.
Yes. And Rob, reaction to that?
Well, last week's the first time I seen an advertisement for one, and I've never seen one before. And the advertisement showed the guy picking it up and putting it in his trunk of his car when the kids were done riding with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very compact.
Yes. And if you look in the background, Mitch, what's that red and white one with the two headlights?
Oh, yes.
Now that one should have two eyes on it too.
Yes.
It's when you were interviewing them.
Yeah, that's a. I don't know if that's a Polaris Colt or a TX. I'm not sure. It's a.
Yeah.
It might be a TX.
I'm leaning TX myself too. Yeah.
No. When the gentleman was talking, right there in the background. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that might be Larson.
A Foxtrot? I thought it was a Foxtrot, maybe.
Foxtrot, yeah, Foxtrot.
Yeah, with the two headlights like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if those snowmobiles, that's original colors they came in?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe those little skippers, they came through with metal flake hoods.
Oh, yeah. Because
Nice.
in the brochure, the yellow one's in the brochure.
Yeah.
And there's the two metal flake ones. Yeah.
Yeah. He just added the eyes on that blue one, I think.
Yeah,
I know, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real nice touch. That fits.
Yeah. And the couple of videos I saw, there's two people on there riding. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's two right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a guy loading on the back of a station wagon.
Yeah.
Then you also had a picture of one sitting there and it looked like a dog beside that was bigger than the snowmobile.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right there. Right there. Yeah.
Yes.
Very tiny.
Yep.
Yeah. Smaller than a kitty cat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like how he had that board there with all the details and old advertisements, and that's a nice touch when they do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Stuff like that's hard to find.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the look from behind here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's little Briggs and Strattons, and they were just putting away, all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Well, cool. Any more on this before we switch gears?
No.
Well, cool.
You know,
cool.
the thing is, the kids today, the small sleds that the kids are riding today, they're IFS, they're independent front suspensions. They look just like they're like a miniature replica of the big sleds.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the price is of those things, but they're very expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why they think they have to go to something like that? That little skipper would be fine for a kid.
Yes.
Yep.
Especially the real young
or
one.
or a little Arctic cat, kitty cat.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah,
would have
one of those
fun with
skippers
any-
would do up to the 8-year-old could still ride one of those skippers by the looks of it.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got comments coming in on that. So here we go. Brandon Emerson, he must know Gary. He says Gary painted those little skippers.
Oh,
The blue
cool.
one is not factory, and the gold one is, and the red one I think is factory.
And the
too,
red
if I
one is.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, has he ever rode one?
Good question.
If he knows Gary, does Gary let him take him for a ride?
Good question. He might let his son go.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd hold an adult or not, but kitty cats do.
Yes. And now we've got comments. We've got a ton of comments coming in. This is nice. All these viewers tonight.
Yeah.
Mike Cohn is saying that's a fox track. That one you saw in the background.
That's what I thought it was. We called them walkbacks.
Walk backs.
Every time we went out, we had to walk back home.
Walk back. They're unreliable.
Oh, they got stuck so easy too.
Wow. And Brian Van Haverbeek says nice collection. He likes kitty cats too, by the way. Mike Whiteside says those are cool. Appreciate that. Oh, here we go. Mad Dog says I had a red little skipper, sold it many years ago. Wish he still had it. Nice. Oh, and Brandon says yes, Gary's a good buddy of mine. He's an amazing guy. Still has those little skippers. Outstanding. Very cool. Very cool.
He still didn't say whether Gary lets him ride them.
Oh, actually, the comment just popped up. He might, but I'm taking these out of order too. Destin Holland says, "What's up?" And then Midnight Rider says, "Different banner every week," and thank you for that. Also, Midnight Rider sent me a nice video from yesteryear. We're loaded up this week, so we didn't have space for it. But next week we're going to play that, and it'll be worth the wait to see that. And here we go. Brandon says, "I have not ridden that, but I'm trying to let him get my son to ride one. My boy was 2 when he learned on his 72 Kitty Cat. He's been seen all over New Hampshire and Vermont the last couple of showing seasons." Yes. And
Nice.
let me pop that. This is Brandon's son, by the way, on our banner tonight, our promo banner tonight. And hoping to run into them at the Crane Show in a couple of weeks. And we're trying to get Brandon on here sometime the next few weeks as our guest to show us his impressive Polaris collection, which we're going to have a peek at tonight. And if you're just joining us, we're promoting the Crane Show in Lancaster, New Hampshire, coming up February 7th, Saturday, February 7th at the Crane Snowmobile Museum. We've got plenty more video clips from that show. But before we do that, we've got to do AMSOIL and announcements. So, Rob, if you are ready, we're going to get you. Not yet. Okay.
I want to tell him a little story. I think I have my addiction for snowmobiling, working on things from my dad. Because when I was a kid, Saturday morning, I was probably 6, 7. Saturday morning, me and my dad were out there, and we had to do the repairs on the snowmobiles every Saturday before we took them out. And we had a 10 horse Skidoo and a 12.3. And the 10 horse had 28 screws all the way around the hood. So that was my job because I'm the only one who could get my hand all the way up there. Take all those screws off, to take the hood off, to grease it. Every weekend you had to grease and roll them and do the clutches back in those days. And I think that's what I got my addiction of snowmobiling and working on things instead of nowadays kids just want to do computers. It's a good thing to get kids into looking at different options by taking them out snowmobiling.
For sure. Learn about small engines and how mechanical things work. And
oh, yes. Yes, and it was fun, and most of my friends wanted to come over and help too. Yeah, I did one snowmobile, my other friend did the other one, and then we got to ride them all afternoon out in the field.
Nice.
Okay, talk about AMSOIL.
Yeah.
100% synthetic oil. AMSOIL's been around since 1972. I've got an email before about what's the difference in the oil. Mitch uses a Dominator. I use the Interceptor. Dominators for high-performance machines, high compression. The racers all use it. The new machines have exhaust valves, rave engines. So you want an oil that's 93% no ash. AMSOIL's 99. The Dominator's only 92. So if you use the Dominator, you got to take your reed valves out and clean them. So why not use the Interceptor instead? And AMSOIL's got a big promotion on where they promote that Bombardier and those guys like that. They got to say you have to use our oil. And AMSOIL has a thing, run on freedom. You get to pick what oil you want. You don't have to run their manufacturer order oils to meet their qualifications. This picture here behind me, that's from one of the places out west that do the rentals. You can rent the snowmobile and go on the mountains, and you drive it just like you stole it and hand it back at the end of the weekend. They put Amsoil through every one of their rentals because the engines last longer. If you got a person rent the machine, you don't want it broke down. Now, Mike and I talked before about the Amsoil catalog. If you send Mike, you click on the Mike's link, you can get one of these catalogs. They'll send it to you direct. We have the prices right in there, what it retails for. And as a preferred customer, $10, you can get a preferred count. Buy it directly from Amsoil, have it shipped right to your house. So if you want more information about how to get the Amsoil product at a great cost price, click on the Mike's link. And every 2 weeks ago when you order, they sent you this handy dandy, supposed to be 12 different type of screwdriver on it. This week they got an Amsoil funnel they're shipping it to you. So every time you put an order, ask if there's any promotion things going on. And they always have something. Back to you, Mike.
Yes, thank you so much. And yes, like you said, the link in the description. If you use my referral number, you help support this podcast. And as a matter of full disclosure, I'm signed up as an Amsoil dealer under Rob. So when you order through me with my referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And this is how we pay the bills here at the podcast. So we thank the people who have been doing that, and we thank you in advance if you're thinking about it. Now, last week, Todd was asking about Midge's sled, and I've got a picture of that somewhere. Where the heck is it? Here we go. This is the sled that Midge uses the Dominator in. So any quick comments on that, Midge?
Yeah, that's the ride I went on up in Pittsburgh in, I think it was 2022. I just rebuilt the engine, and it was a warm day. It was like 35, 40 degrees, wet, heavy snow. It snowed about 8 to 10 inches of wet, heavy snow. All day it snowed. And it's got tuned trail pipes from Owen. They're like tuned piped, like expansion chambers, but they have a muffler on the ends of them, so they're very quiet. Those things were extremely hot, but that free air engine ran good all day. Never had a problem with it with Amsoil.
Nice, using that Dominator.
Are you gonna be out this weekend at Cranes?
Yeah, I don't think I'll take it down, but I'll probably be there, but I won't take the sled. Yeah.
Sure. And we are promoting the Crane Show tonight, which comes up February 7th. I've got a graphic for that. And we're going to get back into some video clips of the Crane Show. We've got enough to get it well into the second half hour of the show. So it's going to be kind of a bonus night tonight because we've got so much footage. Before we do, though, I've got a couple of quick announcements. The first announcement, I've got an old friend from the 80s. Let me load the clip here. And this is an old friend of mine from the 80s, and we usually touch base around Christmas time to see what each other is doing. And once this loads here, I'll show you the text that she sent to me. And it's taken a moment for this to load. The gremlins are among us tonight. But anyway, the text, it said it's not loading. Let me try it again. The text basically said she'd been just come back from Norway. Okay, here we go. Well, okay. Let me remove this graphic. All right, it says, picked up her daughter Sophia in Vienna after her study abroad semester ended, and then we flew to the top of Norway to the Arctic Circle, where we were blessed to see the Northern Lights and many other polar night activities, including snowmobiling. And behind this text is the Northern Lights. She sent me some images of the Northern Lights as well. And so I'm just going to roll this, and this is a video clip they got and some still images from their experience on snowmobiles in Norway. And they've never been on snowmobiles ever in their lives. They live in the Chicago area, and they've never been on snowmobiles. But let's take a look. So that's the daughter on the left, mother on the right. And I think in the shot, the daughter is driving. And they had a Lynx, the European version of the Ski-Doo. The shot of the two of them. They're just a generic shot of the two of them. Daughter on the left, mother on the right. And the Northern Lights. There you have it. So reactions to that, guys?
Oh, that was very cool.
Yes. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they look like a couple of snowmobilers,
Yes.
all suited up. Yeah.
Yes.
You wouldn't
And I
know
have
they
a
were
feeling.
from Chicago.
No.
No.
And they said they loved it. And I believe, given a chance, they would probably do it again.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. And she watches the podcast every now and then, which is nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. And now we've got comments coming in. Where's my spot here? Okay. Talking about the little skippers. Misanthrope Tom says, I have a red one. They're not easy for a kid to ride, and everything is sharp or hot to the touch. No wonder we are tougher growing up in the 60s and 70s. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how you learn common sense.
About that.
It's
When
true
the
in the
exhaust
60s and 70s.
Right out there.
And as kids, that's how we learned common sense, is that there was dangers out there and we had to look for them. And
Yeah.
today everything's rubber tipped and everything's just a lawsuit if someone gets hurt, and
Yeah.
then kids don't learn common sense. That's just my opinion, of course. But our good friend Rich Shad is here saying, good evening, everyone. Did the snow dance, but came up short on snow cover, so we had to postpone the North Shore Vintage Sled Ride until March 7th. Thank you for that information. And anyone who was thinking about going to that show, please take note of that. Mike Whiteside says, nice. Thank you for that. And Todd McMillan says, I would love to have that sled. Yeah, very cool. And you think he's talking about Midge's sled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
He's got to get in line. There's other people want it first.
Yes, there'd be a line for that. Absolutely. Yeah. And then the last thing we wanted to do in the way of announcements is we were talking about our good friend Steve Dickinson last week, who had a spinal injury around Christmas time. He fell on the ice and got a serious spinal injury. And I went to see him last Friday. I was in the area where he is in the hospital, and I managed to pop in there for a visit. And we had a really nice visit. And he had told me, this is the day after we did the prayer request and all the nice comments everyone made. And he said he was really touched by all those comments and really, really enjoyed what we did. I got a message from him today. He said he is getting stronger, and sometime in the near future, they're going to be moving him to another facility so he can begin rehab. So thankfully, things are going in a good direction for that. And I will ask you, if you possibly could, to please continue with the thoughts and prayers for him, because he needs every one of them. And I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that it's multiplied the more people that are doing it. So I do ask for you to please keep him in your prayers. And if you could leave some prayerful thoughts in the comments too, that would really mean a lot.
Absolutely.
Yes. So here we go. So Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says, we all agree then, Mike, that every kid should have an opportunity to ride a little skipper just to accelerate their learning curve. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Steve Woodward says, good evening from Rochester, New York. Nice to see you. Cool deal. And Mike Cohn says, between the forecasted cold and the fact that he has COVID, we had to cancel the Wapaka show this Saturday. Wow, that's sad to hear about all those cancellations. And sorry about your COVID, Mike. He was on here just last week, and yeah, it catches it can catch any of us. So we wish you a good recovery, good and speedy recovery with that, Mike. But well, cool. So let's continue with the program here. We're here tonight to promote the Crane Vintage Snowmobile Show in Lancaster, New Hampshire at Crane's Snowmobile Museum, 172 Main Street in Lancaster. It's coming up February 7th. And we've got a bunch of video clips that are going to take us well into the second hour. Midge, would you like to take it? You're a veteran of that show just as I am. You want to do a quick pitch on that show? Well, I think Midge might be locked up. All right, let's take a couple quick comments, and we're going to start playing some video clips from that show. But I'm going to give Midge a chance a little later to talk about that show too, from his perspective. Brandon Emerson says, bummered bummer I didn't know he got hurt. Steve is a good guy and has a beautiful collection. I saw him at the Beach Hill show back in November. That's the show out in Bethlehem. Well, good. Thank you for that, Brendan. And please include him in your prayers. We would really appreciate that. John Spranger Jr., our good friend and regular viewer from the very beginning, is here saying good evening from Elon, Wisconsin. It's been a long day. Well, good. I'm glad you're wrapping up your day with us. We appreciate that. And good. And Mike Whiteside is saying thoughts and prayers out to Steve. Thank you for that. We really appreciate that. And hopefully, if Steve's not watching right now, hopefully he will catch the replay. And we really appreciate your prayers and thoughts for him. And Midge, you locked up there for a minute, but I wanted to give you a chance to give your perspective, just a quick pitch of the Crane show from your perspective, and then we'll roll some video clips from that show.
Yeah, Paul Crane's first show was in 2014, and he actually had it on a Friday. It was when we had our 50th Grand Prix reunion. It was a wonderful weekend. Friday was perfect. They had the Kilkenny Cup at Paul's museum, and it was a great time that we had, and it was his first show. And he has continued that from then on. He has not stopped. It doesn't matter if we don't have snow, if we do have snow, if we have 20 below zero, the show goes on. He's never stopped that show since 2014.
True.
So yeah, it's and it's turned into a world-class show.
Oh, for sure.
One of the best shows in New Hampshire.
Yeah, if not New England, is a first-class show. Yeah. And he usually gets anywhere from 75 to 100 exhibitors, and then he's got another 100 sleds inside the museum there, and you can go in there, warm up, look at the sleds. There's a little corner there with they're selling burgers and dogs and
they
things
have
like
lunch
that.
there.
Yes, and I have to rave about Melissa's chili. Paul's daughter Melissa makes the most amazing chili, at least as far as my taste
goes. Macaroni and cheese.
Yes, but
I've never had a smoother macaroni and cheese as I have with Melissa's. I don't know what she did with it, but it was just, my gosh, it just so smooth. It was good, and the chili was excellent. Yeah. And
she makes that chili just the way I like it.
There's no charge. He doesn't charge the people that bring the sleds. There's no charge to bring your sled, and there's no charge to go in and look at the museum.
True.
Everything is free. If you want to drop a couple of bucks in the jar, he really would appreciate it. But he doesn't charge for that weekend.
Yes.
Which is,
and if you do make a donation, it goes to an excellent cause. The museum,
right? You make a little donation.
Yeah.
No, Paul's very good that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you do go in there to get some food, be sure to ask for Melissa's chili and Melissa's mac and cheese, because it's really good.
Yeah,
it'll be worth it.
Right.
And it's kind of an ongoing joke too with Melissa. I always joke with her about how much I love her chili, and that I tell people about it. And she says people from the podcast ask her about it. So that's cool.
Is the museum open all year?
Go ahead, Mitch.
His museum is open. Just call him, and he'll come right down and open it up for you. It's not open, like you can't just walk in. Sometimes he's there, but oftentimes he's not. But he can be there in about 5 or 10 minutes. So if you want to go and look at the museum, just give him a call.
Yes, and he will be able to answer any questions you have about. Yes.
Yep.
And then we've got comments coming in. My wonderful girlfriend is here saying prayers for Steve. Thank you so much for that. And she's also saying wonderful podcast. Thank you to the three of us. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. And also Mike Whiteside is saying you New Englanders have all the fun, talking about the Crane show. And I have to say, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best show in New England. And that's a good segue into the next video clip. We were just talking about Steve Dickinson. This is a video clip, I think, from 2018, where he was showing me some of his snowmobiles. So let's take a look.
Yeah, just when you're ready to say, my name is Steve Dickinson, and these are my, just talk up each one. Hi, my name is Steve Dickinson. I'm from Berlin, New Hampshire. This is a 1964 Polaris Voyager. It's all been restored. Take it every year to go up to Mount Washington in March. And last year we actually made it all the way to the top. It's got a 12-horse Kohler motor on it. Rear engine, can seat 2. They do have some with fiberglass cabs on top of it, which is an accessory you can get with it. This other one is another custom kitty cat that I built for my granddaughter. This is a 76 Arctic Cat, and it's supposed to look like an Arctic Cat 560D.
Okay, yeah.
The skis are made wider, has custom bumpers made, custom seat made on it, headlights on it. Granddaughter's 3. Next year she'll be able to turn around and drive it.
Nice.
She'll be driving it. This one is a 72 kitty cat. I built this for her. Also, it's supposed to be a clone to a 72 EXT. 2 years ago in Lancaster at the national show, we took first place in the custom class. Was all the regular sleds and custom sleds.
Wow.
Took first place in custom class. It's got the exhaust on it and the heads and EXT seats and mud flap and
The gauge on there too. Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Kind of custom made. I built that for her, and she'll be driving that next year.
Nice.
This we've got a 68 Panther. I always wanted a 68. I had a 70 and a 69, and 68. It's got the chrome bumper in the front, and a round tube bumper, and it's got an OS cab, new decals, windshield on it, and it's got a P12, which is a single-cylinder motor on it. With the storage bag in the back, and that's the colors that they had for in 68 with the leopard seat in it.
Nice.
And they've got the, back in the day, the racers used to use them. They're called pizza cutters. And where it is supposed to help them go around corners a little bit more. It's kind of a novelty thing back in the day.
Give you a bite in the ice and hard pack trail.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty much it.
I've never seen that. That's really cool.
Yeah, they're called pizza cutters.
Yeah, it looks like a pizza cutter.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they are. They had them on the racetrack for the carbides. They didn't have a lot of them back then, so
Sure.
that was the alternative to the carbides. They came up with a lot of different things on different machines.
Nice. Now I remember you wearing that coat last year.
Yeah.
Now what was this? There was a story with that coat.
Yeah, that coat belonged to one of the first Polaris dealers in New Hampshire, Ray Doucette from Ray's Gun Shop. That's a coat he wore in the 1960s. He used to go up to the Allagash with the founder and the guy that invented Polaris snowmobiles, and they used to go up there and try out the snow machines in Maine because of the conditions were different than in Minnesota. And I was lucky enough to be able to buy his jacket, and I also have his wooden sled, which I didn't bring today, but there was only 8 of those ever made, and they used those to go up to the Allagash, and I have that, which is all original shape and everything else.
Nice.
Kind of a novelty thing that they had back in started in '61, and they ran until '67, and they still do that annual trip every year up in the Allagash, and
Really?
they test out the machines to see how they go in those conditions, and report back to Minnesota, make some changes, and end up trying to improve the sled to make them better for all different conditions.
Yeah.
Maine winters were different than they were in Minnesota.
Sure. Well, good. Well, thank you, Steve. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
thank you. Yeah.
There you go, our good friend Steve Dickinson.
What's he talking about? The Allagaska.
Oh, the Allagash in Maine.
That's
Go
what
ahead,
they
go ahead,
call them. Northern Maine, Allagash.
Oh, okay. Is it a national park there or something? Or
I'm not sure.
I think the Allagash is a river, but it's also a region, right?
It's a region up in northern Maine. Yeah. Yeah, and I think you're right, the Allagash River.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, and if
I
anyone
like his
knows,
collection.
It's a very remote area. Nobody lives up there. It's very remote.
sure.
So,
Yeah.
is there a snowmobile trail going up to Mount Washington?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
is it?
Right.
use the automobile road.
Oh, it's shut down in the wintertime, the highway.
They shut it down. Yeah.
And they
Because
do an
they have
antique
so
ride
much
up there. every
Yeah,
winter.
they just can't possibly keep it open.
Yeah.
So, but the snowmobilers can go up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brian Van Haverbeek loves those custom kitties. I bet he likes that. Yes, because Brian Van Haverbeek is a serious kitty cat collector.
How many do you have now, Brian? I know he's got a yellow one.
Yes, that's right. He had that on here not too long ago.
Yeah.
Nice.
When Steve was talking about Ray Doucette, I think he was probably one of the first snowmobile dealers in northern New Hampshire.
Wow.
Yeah.
He sold the Polaris just like this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you can see, Steve is a very serious collector. All of these pieces are
Very serious.
really rare and unique. And
Yeah.
yeah. And in case you're just joining us, this is our good friend, Steve Dickinson. He fell on the ice a few weeks ago and has a serious spinal injury. So we ask you to please include him in your prayers. And he watches this podcast. So he does see that. He saw them last week when people made the prayer comments, and it really meant a lot to him. And he thanked me and asked me to thank the viewers for doing that. So
if anybody can bounce back, Steve will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And when I messaged with him today, he said he's getting stronger, and they're going to be moving him soon to another facility to start easing into some rehab. So hopefully he can have a good recovery.
Now, Mitch, have you ever seen pizza cutters before?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you? Oh, I've never. Just the last time we had that snowmobile on it. First time I ever seen them.
Sure. Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever seen them too. Yeah.
My dad used to take your old skate blades and weld them on the bottom.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a little bite.
Well, it made it awful hard for us to try to turn when we're sitting still.
Yes. And I remember in the early 70s, they had, just kind of a metal bar underneath as a skag, and those would get worn down almost flat, and you could tell driving it that you'd have the bar completely turned and you're still going straight,
Yeah.
But now they got
Yeah.
nice carbides and everything. And
Well, I can remember my dad's first motor ski. It was a long track, and there was no weight on the front ski at all.
oh,
He had to put blocks underneath the skis to put more weight on it for it to turn it.
wow. Now, I'm going to move on to the next video, and in this next video, we've got Brandon here viewing tonight. He's you've been seeing his comments in the comment section. So we're going to take a look here at some of his sleds and get to know him a little bit.
Where you did the videos about 3 years now?
Yeah, Goffstown.
Yep, these were my first two. Super low miles on them.
Oh, and I have to say, this is Doug Cower first, and then after that, it's Brendan, just to avoid any confusion.
Now I got a couple additions. This one right here got out of Canada. 79 Invader, it's all original. Got 401 miles on it. Still has the original truck that they recalled for it. My 78, my buddy restored this, I got from him. And the thing about this, I'll open up the hood. It has this has that power up kit. Where you grab it? It's got two pipes. So this is what they call the performance kit. Back in the day that you could get from Kawasaki.
So like an aftermarket tune kit?
It was made by them, and it cost about almost $700-800 for it.
Wow.
To get it done. And as you can see, Kawasaki lover. Got my hat. But now I got a 4-place trailer. Remember when I had 2. So. But I do, this is going to go to the Nationals. I want to take this to the Nationals down in Dunkirk. Show this off and try to get a 3-peat on that one.
Yes.
I've won twice already. First place in my class. So that's in June. I think it's the 13th or the 15th.
Yes.
And that's probably my favorite one. Everybody thinks it's the Interceptor, but I love the LTD. I had this made up for when they did that 24-hour endurance record holder. It's got all the stats on it. That'd be a nice little addition.
That's nice. That's a nice touch.
Yep. So now I got 4.
Beautiful.
If I get any more, I have to get more trucks and trailers.
Yes. Very cool. Well, thank you, Doug. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
This is a 1981 or 1980 kitty cat I bought new for my daughter back in '81. I just got it back. I sold it. I just got it back New Year's Day, and I restored it since because it had been ridden probably hundreds and hundreds of hours by different families, and I just got it restored, and I'm gonna hang on to it this time.
Yes. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it goes real nice. Yep.
Nice.
And then I got these
So
EXTs here that mine. I fell in love with the 72s, and I started collecting them. They made 8 different models that one year, all the way from 250 to 650, and I got every one of them.
Every one of them.
It's the 250 twin. These are nothing but race sleds. They're limited build. I think they made 125 of these 250s. They were pretty rare. And then we can move along. We've got the gauges. I restored them myself. They come with gauges, receipts of reproduction, of course.
Yeah.
Most of the fiberglass is reproduction from Arctic restoration. It takes a lot to. There's a lot of things about these 72 EXTs that are just 1 year built. The skis are unique to the 72 EXTs. They're the only ones that took that particular ski, so they're some hard to find when you're restoring this stuff. A lot of things are like that. The gauges are another one. The chain case, the drive system, 1 year build. Rear chassis suspension, 1 year build with the 72 EXTs only. And we got the 290 here. And then getting the tanks chromed, the decals on. I got a man that does these decals for me as far as install. They're so hard to put on that concave and that turn.
Oh, yes, that angle,
it's
yes.
unbelievable. So I got a decal man locally, M&M Graphics. By the way, my name is Gary Osgood. I guess I didn't mention that.
That's all right. Nice to meet you, Gary.
I'm from Thetford, Vermont.
Nice.
And I got a place up in Stratford, New Hampshire that I hang out a lot. So
Yeah.
I just come down from there this morning.
Nice.
Did you wanted to see?
Yes.
Like under the hood there. These are all 3-air sleds, 3-air racers. Most of them I've modified, upgraded to a McCuney carburetor, so they'll run and stay running. Because these are all runners. These aren't just show queens that, you know, a lot of people put them together and they don't even have pistons in the motors. They look nice. To me, you might as well have a picture of them hanging on the wall.
Yes.
It rewards me to get done restoring them, fire them up and listen to them and take them for a ride.
Yes. For sure. Enjoy them. Let's give this guy a chance to.
Then we come up to the 440. That's another. This is another twin cylinder. Then we got these last 3 triples. We got the 400, the 440, and the 650.
Yeah, it's moving over the pipes and the motor sticks up too. Yeah.
This 400, they made 25 or less of these sleds.
Wow.
And they raced them.
Wow.
So they trashed them. You know, when you're looking for these parts and pieces, it isn't like an old family sled that somebody's taking care of. I mean, they beat these.
They've seen combat.
So when you get them, there's a lot of work to put them back together to this kind of condition.
Yeah.
But, right. This is the
you can't find it.
3-air triple with the. They all got the heat gauges. Some people will argue. They'll tell you that some people that think they're professionals, they'll tell you that none of the triples came with tachometers. They didn't, but you could put them on. What you had to do is you had to get a lighting coil to go under the flywheel in order to make it work because it came through from the factory. No lighting coils, but they do. These have the tachometers and they do work. Wow. I've got the right coils under the flywheel. So.
Nice.
And I just got this guy here done up to 650. I just got this tank back. Actually, that's not the one. The 400 right there has got the latest. I sent that tank out to get it chromed. They did a great job for me. It's not a cheap thing, but before I get done, some of them I got here have not got chrome tanks on them. I just had my seat covering guy, Ernie Atwood, make up some tank bras to cover them. You'll see some of them have got just the black seat cover material on them.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Which looks pretty sweet, but to be original, you know, before I get done, I'll get them all sent out and chromed. And,
yeah.
Yep. So I just got these, had that fetish for these things, and I had a goal to get every one of them. Like I said, that 400 triple was some hard to come by and find. I finally obtained it. I knew it was parts and pieces, but I got it. I finally got the guy to agree to sell it to me. not for cheap money, but and like I said, and then parts and pieces restored, put together. Pretty
Wonderful.
simple. Like I said, these all run, and yeah, I've got a lot of pride in them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Excellent taste too. I got to say, being a cat guy myself, excellent taste.
I always loved that purple, and
Yes.
the next year they were green, and they've had a lot of green ever since, but the purple kind of went by the wayside after '72.
Yes. Well, great.
Magenta or whatever they want to call it.
Yes.
I call it purple.
Yeah, and I like how there's a kind of a gradation of it. It goes from light to dark.
Right.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, when Cat had purple, man, that was an amazing.
They went, even like little detail like this here.
Yes, yes.
You can buy them things reproduced for $85 a piece. Okay.
How you doing?
But if you're going to end up with them right, you got to go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, I appreciate it, Gary. It's great to meet you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Some sights and sounds and fun at the Crane Show in Lancaster, New Hampshire. And before I get comments from you guys, I have to apologize to Brandon. I misread my notes. I said that there was going to be an interview with Brandon, and it's the wrong video clip. So I apologize for the confusion on that. That was my mistake. But reactions to this, guys?
Well, that Attic Cat collection, I was there. That was last year, and that was one heck of a collection.
Yes.
And because I saw Mike later, and the whole front of his jacket was wet, and I think it was probably from the drool.
Yes.
Running. That's where I think it was from.
That's what it was from. That many cats in a row will do it to me every time.
You take 8 of those in a row. If you're an Attic Cat guy, and you get 8 EXTs, all different size engines, you won't see that collection unless you're in front of Attic Cat Enterprises out in Thief River Falls.
For sure.
That
to
was,
see 8 of those in a row. I mean, that was glorious.
Was a collection. Yeah.
For sure.
That was a heck of a show last year.
It sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just gets better every year. I mean, just when you think it couldn't get any better, it does.
And Paul got a B-12 Bombardier, which is in the background there.
Yes, the snow coach. There it is. Yeah.
He'd been wanting one for years, and he finally got one for the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had hoped to catch him for an interview on that last year, and just things were happening so fast. It didn't happen, but hopefully I can catch him this year.
Yeah.
But Rob, any reactions to this?
I didn't know Attic Cat made that many, 8 different ones in 1 year.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Like, I've got some cat books, and I don't think I've ever seen that many in the books listed.
Sure.
Yeah. And was Cat the only one that came out with chrome tanks?
Polaris had chrome tanks too.
Oh, Polaris did, yeah.
Oh, did they?
On the TX 500 3-cylinder, they had a chrome tank and chrome skis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a great collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Sure. What year were those sleds, Mike? 73?
72, yeah.
72? 72.
Yeah. And like you said, that was the last year with purple, and they went to green, which I always liked the green, but there's something special about the purple.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've got comments aplenty coming in here. Let's see. Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says, whether you like Kawasaki or not, Doug has some amazing sleds, and he's a heck of a nice guy.
Yeah.
So I know Doug goes out that way in New York State to display his sleds also.
Yeah.
So I know Ben has met him. Ivan Mayu says, great looking Kawasaki's. Mike Whiteside says, lots of sleds, nice. Brian Van Haverbeek says he likes the EXT collection. Here we go. Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lover says, beautiful Arctic Cat EXTs. Once again, I find myself adding to the list of sleds that I need to have in my collection. Yes. Those EXTs in a row like that just make the heart go pitter patter.
Yeah.
And then Mike Whiteside says, he thinks you're hilarious, Midge. Must be about how my jacket was all wet. Yes. And then Jim Holbrook says, Gary lives in the same town as me, and he has a great collection.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have Gary's number. I need to be in touch with him to see if we can get him come on sometime and show us these sleds, and I'm sure he has other sleds too. But it'd be fun to have him on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, he's a good interview.
Yes. Well, cool. Let's continue on here. We're just getting warmed up. We've got plenty of video clips to get us well into the second hour, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Try to give you more value tonight. Now, this is some random sites at the crane show, and I make just quick notes on each of these video clips, and somehow I mixed up about that Brandon was going to be in that last clip, but I do have a clip with Brandon, so fear not. You'll get to see Brandon, and you'll get to see his wonderful Polarises. But let's take a look at some random sites around the crane show. This is last year, 2025.
Sometimes if they set and bearings are bad.
Yeah. When I bought that sled, the bearings.
So that was Brandon's son going by there on the kitty cat. And then I'll let you guys react to it. And then I've got a story I'm going to tell about that RXL. And Midge knows what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But, reactions to this, guys?
Was that Mitch's machine run back and forth? The guy on it?
No, that's Jason Gibbs
Yeah.
on that
He's
RXL.
got a 440 RXL.
I seen a picture on there. I seen a picture on there of the first snowmobile I ever owned.
Oh, wow. What was that?
The mini motor ski.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
Red on the bottom, white. First machine right there. First
Yes,
machine I ever bought.
exactly.
I bought that with a 6-horse, and my dad bought one off the same guy at the same time with an 18-horse, a full size. And when he went away one weekend, I changed motors with him. So I had to bend the handlebars because it was touching the spark plug, and I'd go to turn, I'd get a shock from it. And my dad thought he had carburetor problems because his wasn't very fast anymore until he took the hood off and realized that little kid of mine. Fun machine to drive. Yeah. Just a little bit bigger than a kitty cat. So
Yeah.
But it still got stuck a lot, but it was small enough 4 of us could pull it out.
Nice. Nice. And Midge, any comments?
Oh, it was a great show.
Yeah.
So, from tin cabs to that RXL, and everything in between.
Yes. And there's
You know.
antique red ones in the back there. There's antique cats.
Yeah, rear engine Polarises and Arctic cats, and
Yeah.
there's such a everything. And look at that Eliason. I mean, that's like in
Eliason,
the
yes.
50s, right?
Yeah.
Is that like a 54 or something like that? I think.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Eliason.
somebody drive one of those around yet. How do they turn?
That around.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah?
do pretty well.
Yeah,
I've
he
got a-
drove that around.
Yeah.
And,
I've got a clip of that somewhere on here.
Yeah. But that's a really good clip right there. You've got that modern RXL, which is not modern anymore. I mean, it's a 77 or 78. But when you have that sled and then you have that Eliason together like that, Look
Old
at
and
the
new.
difference in the
Quite the
designs of the
contrast.
snowmobiles just in 30 years.
Yes.
Oh.
And I've got a quick story about this RXL that belongs to Jason Gibbs out of Maine. He's a good friend of Midge and I. Now he goes for a ride like that on that RXL, and he's basically going down the snowmobile trail because the trail comes right in front of Crane Snowmobile Museum. And sometimes when he goes driving by like that, you'll see modern people on modern snowmobiles, and they'll see him go by, and they're doing double, triple, and even 4 takes. Like, what the hell was that? You know, because that sled is a looker.
Oh yes.
That
Yep.
sled is a sight to behold.
But I see in the background my first race. I see in the background my first race machine I ever bought too.
Oh, nice. Which one is it?
It was a '76 440 SRX
Oh, nice. Yeah.
with a blue guy in the blue jacket. Not that one. The next one over. You can see perfect. No one in between them.
Gotcha. I don't know if I can get in any closer on that. Let's see here.
No, there wasn't a closer picture of that one. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So
Well, I think at the beginning.
after 1 year of that, there it is. After 1 year of that, I traded in for a '79 SRX and raced it 3 years.
Here we go. Right here.
Yeah.
Those are probably Paul Belfays.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, mine didn't look that good when I bought it. It looked worse when I got rid of it.
And then these Polarises here and that Kitty Cat or Brandon Emerson's. And I do have a clip in here.
Those are beauties.
Yes.
Oh, especially that Mustang.
Yeah.
And we've got, here we go, some comments. Brandon Emerson said Jason has some beautiful Polaris race sleds. Yes, he sure does. And some motor skis too.
He does.
And John Spranger Jr. says you could smell the race gas from that RXL. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, I love when he fires that up between the smell of the race gas and the crackling of those pipes.
Yeah.
It's a real treat. And then David from Alaska Railroad says, good evening, everyone. I'm late. And not to worry. Not to worry. It's good to have you here. And when this is finished, just go back and view whatever you missed. But let's keep going because we've got plenty of more clips. We're going to get well into the second hour here. We're promoting the Crane Show tonight. Oh, let me put a graphic up for the Crane Show. February 7th at Crane Snowmobile Museum in Lancaster, New Hampshire. I think it's 172 Main Street. It's one of the top shows in New England, as far as I'm concerned. And we're looking at video clips of that tonight. Let me queue up the next one. What do we got next? Okay. Oh, this is some sites around the show. And then there's an interview with Walt Selly. And Walt is a serious collector of antique snowmobiles. His sons are often there, as are some of his grandkids. Many generations of the Selly family usually show up at this show. And for many years, I'd wanted to catch him for an interview, and just things are usually happening so fast that it never happened. And I managed to catch him for an interview at the 2025 show. And I'm glad I did, because I just heard that I think it was last spring he passed away, which is very sad news. So I'd like to offer my condolences to the Selly family. And if anyone wants to make condolence comments in the comments here, I think Aaron Selly is probably watching tonight. That's one of his sons. But let's take a look, and we'll have a chance to get some more sights around the Crane Show and meet Walt Selly.
Memories you have of how you got into snowmobiling back in the earliest memories?
My older brother
bought a 67 Panther back years ago, and his brother-in-law bought a 68. So I had one. I bought 69. That's the first machine I had. And I've been into the old ones, the 66 100, Model 100 that was missing the engine. I went down to see a friend in Chelsea and back to, and kind of like what's that old red machine sitting there beside the road. So the man went there, but offered his wife $50 for it. And loaded that in the truck.
Wow.
So that's how I got started, I guess.
That's what started it?
Yeah.
Be nice to see those prices again, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But go ahead, please continue, yeah.
My next youngest son was 13, I guess, at the time, and he's late 40s now. But we used to go out and pick up sleds to give them to us,
Yeah.
The early Panthers and different sleds. And so he pretty well stayed with it. He's got quite a function now.
Nice.
And kind of stuck with it. Got 2 or 3 of my boys, my sons, started doing it, my grandson. He's standing at the tallest guy here.
Wow. So how many generations of your family are into snowmobiling now?
3, I guess.
3 generations.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Yes.
We ride them. We don't just
You use them? That's nice.
look at them. We ride them.
Nice. Yeah, and it's true. I've met up with the boys many times at vintage shows over the years, and they're always happy to talk up their sleds. And I've always wanted to spend a few minutes to you to hear where the story all started.
Well, not a lot to that story, but
Sure.
I made the toe behind there. I made that out of scrap metal.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing, that toe behind.
And for the front circumference, I got an old Model T wheel with wooden spokes.
Yeah.
Same circumference as the front, so that's what I leave a ½ inch bigger and pin it down around that forward wheel, and mainly made out of scrap metal. Bumper on the back is 68 Panther Steve, glue welded together. The handlebar is front is 63 Model 100 cat. And just parts and pieces put together.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's cool to see that going by.
It rides real good.
Yeah.
He's along now, so
Pretty smooth ride?
yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice. Well, great. Anything else we haven't talked about, or anything else you wanted to say? Or?
It's probably it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, great. Well, I appreciate it, Walt. It was really good to meet you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bollier, and this is Damian Bollier, and my father Richie Bollier is around here somewhere, and we have 3 generations that really enjoy old Arctic Cat. I bought out an old dealer a while ago and started Timeless Cat, where we buy and sell parts and do fix-up restorations or find stuff that's unrestored, and basically love antique shows and keeping it going with the next generation. Yeah, so basically just enjoy going around with my son. My daughters get involved a little too cold for them today, but we've gone around and we've done some trading and buying and selling, and we've accumulated quite some gear. This is probably about half of what I have, maybe a little less. But yeah, it's been fun, and obviously bring it to the next generation. I say the highlight of their time is probably riding in the cat gun, right? When Pepe pulls you around in the sled, what do you think? Really cool? And just keeping this stuff alive. I mean, it's all older than me. Everything, all the gear, all of it. So
I love all this cat gear. Can we talk through some of that, or kind of go up close and talk it up?
These are just 1970s boots. We got some late 70s, mid 70s, early 70s hats. We did purple power lube. They made some really cool survival kits back in the day that went with your sled. That's pretty cool. Old directions and everything with it. These were actually given out to the racers back in the day. These were sweaters. I forget what year. Probably mid to late 70s. So there's different sweaters that some of the racers might have potentially worn. Yep. We can ride that one too. Do you want to show them some of the clothes? No? These obviously helmet bag. Got the old rotary lube.
New old stock belts.
Different makes all over, made different gear. So
wow.
Pretty unique that people...
I remember all that stuff.
Right? Get excited.
That's amazing. And you're right. That makes my heart go pitter patter seeing all that stuff in
Right?
the 70s.
And to be honest with you, some of it, like even that, so I'll show you a sweater on the other side, but that box probably got me just as excited as seeing the sweater.
Yeah, with the
To
graphics.
find the old box and the original box and everything. These are more late 70s, some nice jackets with the buckles. I got some full piece suits. I try not to double up just so it shows people a variety of stuff. But this is that sweater that came in that box.
Wow, nice.
They were made more for the ladies to be a little more casual, but it is Arctic wear.
Yeah.
And then obviously my pride and joy is over here inside this.
Let me come around.
Right?
Oh, here we go. Oh, yes. You don't see those very often.
The Icelandic gear. This is sort of my pride and joy.
That is amazing.
Kind of what started the vintage clothes collection. I was helping someone who father-in-law had a bunch of stuff and unfortunately passed away, so he was trying to help sort stuff out and stuff I wasn't interested in. I was like, oh, you should reach out to the doormat people who do this, do that. And it turned out that he had some cool stuff, so I ended up with that jacket. And then it took off from there and got into all the other gear. So it was really the sleds and buying out an old dealer to fix sleds, and then that jacket took off for the more of the gear and stuff. And then I found, matching mittens again.
Whoa.
Very hard to find. There's boots, there's all sorts of stuff. People have some cool stuff. I guarantee some people here have stuff like this at home.
Definitely, yeah.
But it's cool. You bring it out, and then some of them don't even think to bring it. So they'll see it, and next time they'll bring it out. It'll be cool. So yeah, that's pretty much.
And it's true, none of the other manufacturers did clothing at the level Cat did.
No,
Cat did everything.
Stuff. Yeah, and I have posters and all sorts of stuff from back in the day that how they like advertised it too. It was cool. And then the toy aspect, I have 1970s battery toys with E-lights play. It's cool.
Nice.
So yeah, they definitely knew how to capture like the whole audience and the family aspect. Which obviously, if we want the sport to go on, family's a big part of it. So it's cool to be able to reshare that.
That's amazing. It's a great legacy for him too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because if he can get excited about this, it's the future of it,
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, we got other kids here, the parents can walk around and check it out, and maybe they'll even come out next year with some of their stuff, So
totally.
It's good.
Cool. Yeah, good times right there. Yeah.
That's how a collection starts, like you said with that jacket. Sometimes you get one of something and all of a sudden it triggers something that, all of a sudden now you're involved in a whole new hobby,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I, as a cat lover, seeing all of that old clothing and everything from the early 70s, that just makes my heart go pitter patter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And any reactions to this, Rob?
Oh, and with the leopard seat, they were the Cadillac of snowmobile designs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that 3-cylinder right there, did that ever sound sweet?
That's a beauty.
In fact, Ben made a comment. He said, Mike, I just saw the perfect vintage sled for you and that Panther triple free air. Yes.
Yeah.
That would,
and
with all these cat. Go ahead.
And that was their trail machine. That wasn't a race machine. You could buy that for trail riding.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's amazing. And
3
then, like
megaphones sticking down there.
Yeah.
And like Mitch said, I had drool all coming down in front of me, looking at all these cats,
Yeah.
But
they were well represented, that's for sure.
Yes. Oh, and also tip of the hat and condolences to the family of Walt Selly. So sad to hear of his passing. He went to a lot of these shows.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
he was a mainstay.
Yes.
Snowmobile shows.
If you watch close at the the roll in we have at the beginning with the theme song, you'll see him ride by on an old Arctic Cat, the old Roy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad now that he's in that because that keeps his spirit alive or whatever you want to call that.
Right.
But condolences to the Selly family for sure.
Yeah.
But so let's pull this away. We're just getting started. We've got plenty of more clips. We'll get well into the second hour. Now, I promised an interview with Brendan, and I think this is the clip. Let's take a look here and let's find out. I think it's Mark Bristol is in this as well.
Brandon Emerson from Williamstown, Vermont, and these are my sleds. First, we have my son's 1972 Kitty Cat. He's 3 years old. I restored it myself, and he rides it. Next is the 67 Polaris Colt with Town & Country exhaust. The next one's a 71 TX Charger 300. And then the last one we have is a 1966 Polaris Mustang, which actually is one of my favorite sleds. You know, I have 14 more snow machines at home, but you can't bring them all at once. So you got to pick and choose what you can bring to each show.
Very cool. Well, cool. I appreciate it. It was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Mark Bristol. We're at Crane Snowmobile Show in Lancaster. This here's my 650 Thunderjet, 1973. It's we kind of got a love-and-hate relationship with this thing. When we found it, we only had the tunnel and the skid. Was all we had, and it was in the woods in New Hampshire, northern New Hampshire. So we noticed it had the tag number, and we actually traced the tag to Eagle River in '73. It raced at Eagle River in 1973. So then we decided we had to restore it by soldering it on. So that's what we did. All the gold has been powder coated. Skis have been powder coated. The pipes have been powder coated. Anything that could be this metal has been powder coated. And it took about 2.5 years. And actually that was finding parts. So when you go to do a Thunderjet, there's this network of people that are there to help you out. I mean, skis come from Manitoba. The seat comes from New York. The engine came from Washington State. Jason Palmer actually built that engine. And we had a lot of help with it. I mean, Ken Day, Bud Gordon, Scott Stoll, Rich Kepler, Blake Reed. Actually, Blake Reed got the skis for me. But that's about it. So it took about 2.5 years, and
Well, it paid off because it sure looks amazing.
Put $100 raffle on that.
And that's one of those sleds that's sexy from every angle.
yeah, yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, very nice, Mark. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
Cool deal. There we go. That's our good friend, Mark Bristol. Good friend of Midge and I. He goes to all the shows in northern Vermont, New Hampshire. And he owns Performance Powder Coating, a powder coating business in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. So if you're ever in any need of powder coating on your snowmobile parts, he restores sleds, he understands sleds, and you can ship him skis or handlebars or anything like that, and he'll powder coat it and send it back to you. And his number is there. You know, call him, of course, first before you send anything, but you know, to talk about it. But anything to add to this, guys?
I think that won that year. I think he won best race sled or something like that there.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I think this was his debut for that sled. I think this was the first show he brought it to.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Continue.
Oh, I think Mitch froze up. Not very often you see a sled like that around.
No, that's right.
Yeah, that's a nice collector's piece.
Yeah.
Yes. And I like this guy waving. As
Pick and choose what you can bring to each show.
Very cool. Well, cool. I appreciate it. It was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for your time.
So right here. This guy waving. That's the money shot right there.
Yeah.
For the old cat jacket. Oh, you're going to love it. Yeah, and Brandon had some nice sleds. We're working on bringing him on the podcast. He said he's got a bunch more sleds, so we want to bring him on the podcast one night so we can get a full tour. And then I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of people. Where was it? Okay. So this guy here walking by on the right hand side with the Polaris jacket. That's our good friend Greg Allen.
Yeah, that's Greg.
Yeah, he's on the board of the Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame and a real good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw Paul Crane in one of these shots.
Yeah, I think he walked behind when.
Yeah, he's right behind that snow jet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
there he
here
is.
right in that Polaris jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend.
That's a collector's piece. That jacket too.
Yeah. Yeah, and he wears that jacket at most of the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then our good friend Midnight Rider says the 73 Thunderjet, did he get an original hood from another jet or was that a repop? That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
question.
don't know.
By the way he talked, he online there's a bunch of Thunderjet people all on the same website.
They probably pointed him towards the hood that he needed.
Yeah.
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 And Mark Bristol's a good friend. He goes to most of the shows in northern Vermont and New Hampshire. We're probably going to see him at the Newport Center show here next weekend. I want to give a good shout out to that. That's January 31st. Newport Center, Vermont, the Tatro family and the Country Riders Snowmobile Club are putting that on. We had Robert Tatro on here 2 or 3 weeks ago talking up that show. And then, of course, we're promoting the Crane Show tonight. Coming up February 7th, Lancaster, New Hampshire, at Crane's Snowmobile Museum, 172 Main Street. To me, that's the top show in New England. It's an exceptional show.
I'm looking at some of the classes, 1968 and older, rear engine. Did any of the newer ones than that have rear engine?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think by the mid to late 60s, they were all gone to front engine. I think most.
But it's nice they got two categories for each category: restored and unrestored. That's nice. That way, if somebody finds a barn buster, they can bring it.
Yeah.
I think the last rear engine Polaris had was like 64.
64.
Oh yeah.
Sure. And then the next clip we're going to look at. Remember that RXL we were looking at? We were all admiring, belonging to Jason Gibbs. We're going to see him firing up some of his Polarises, and we've also got another interview with our good friend Steve Dickinson. So let's take a look. So it's 71, 72?
That's a 71.
71, yeah.
71.
Hey, Greg! Nah, don't worry about it. How you been?
1973 Snow Pro Kohler 650. Back in 73, Kohler had their own race team. They had 3 different drivers. They each drove a different sled in different classes. They had a 340 twin cylinder, 443 twin cylinder, and they made 3 650 triple cylinders. They had a total of only 3 650s. One is up in Canada, and one recently was just sold at an auction out in Midwest for $22,000. They came out with a different version in 74 balls, more like a roller skate. They weren't real successful. They were great in a straight line, but didn't corner very well. But it's still a rare sled, 1 out of 3. Not very many of them.
Well, I'm going to get some shots of it while you're talking. But yes, please finish your thought. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I bought this from a friend of mine who had a big collection of race sleds, and it was just something different that you're not going to see every day. And I just figured that it was undervalued and something a little bit of a compensation piece. So that's why I ended up buying it.
Very nice. And this is not your only sled here today.
No, I bought a total of 5.
Look at this one.
Custom kitty cat. 2 years ago, second place at the Nationals for mini sleds in the custom class. Kind of built that as just a show sled or whatever, something a little bit different. Side bikes and a back on it. Custom decals, custom seat on it.
Wonderful.
This one here is a 70 Panther 760. I bought it and restored 90% of it, and it came with a brand new set, never installed Montana pipes that were still in the box with the instructions. I bought that from the same gentleman I bought this Kohler from. This one has been fully restored. Got the cases and clutches are all in chrome.
Very cool.
And this is another one I just finished installing. I'm actually waiting for heat temperature gauges for it. I'm having a pair that's being redone, but I had one before and I sold it to a friend of mine, and he put it all together. So I had a chance to buy one, and it was a 340. So I always like this body style, but they're getting harder and harder to find, and the cost of everything is getting up higher and higher. So I picked this up last year and spent most of the summer gathering in the box and restoring it. And I fired it up last week for the first time, and this is the first show that I've ever brought it to. That's pretty much it.
Very nice.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, Bruce Dickinson never fails to impress with his unbelievable collection.
He's got one of the nicest collections going.
Yes. Yeah. And reaction to this, guys?
Kohler's their own manufacturer, eh?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. They built they built the engines, but then they decided to go racing for Snow Pro. So they manufactured some chassis for racing.
Did they make any trail machines?
I don't believe they made any trail machines. I think they basically built these race sleds to showcase their engines.
Okay, because a lot of different manufacturers use Kohler motors.
Yeah.
And aren't they out of Australia, Kohler?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Is it Austria, maybe in Europe?
Austria, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If anyone knows, any viewers know.
That's a rare machine. And I seen a machine drive by, and it said Roy on it. Is that the manufacturer or the model?
Yeah.
A red
Roy.
one.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that belongs to Walt Selly. Well, there
Right
it
there.
was right there.
Yeah.
And
Just
I don't
past
know if it's definitely an antique Articat. I'm trying to find it here. That belongs to Walt Selly, and you see that in the opening of this podcast every episode.
There's Roy on it.
Yeah.
And there's a machine. There's the guy driving the toboggan.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's Walt Selly on the back of that, and I'm drawing a blank on the owner of it. Do you know, Midge?
I don't know who owns that Eliason.
I'm drawing a blank on his name. I mean, I know him and I visit with him.
That's that guy from Southern Vermont. I can't think of his name. He's got a big collection of rear engine stuff.
Yes, he likes the antique stuff. The two of them love that antique stuff.
And that looks like an old BMW, BSA motorcycle engine.
I think it is.
Yeah, I believe it's I think it's the Indian, V-twin Indian.
Oh, yeah.
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 It ran like a dog.
Yes. And I wanted to give a shout out to somebody here, a good friend of ours. He's been on the podcast too. Because I saw him walk by here.
Oh, Rick.
Yes.
Yeah, Rick Simula.
Yeah. I know I get a good shot of him here somewhere, but
Yeah, you walk by those guys.
right there. Okay. So Rick Simula right here in the cat jacket on the left. He does the Rick Simula's USSA Legends of Snowmobile Racing Past, Present, and Future Facebook group. So if you want to see some really good USSA posts and images and stories, that place is second to none as far as any kind of information like that. So please look him up. He's a good friend and a great guy. Also wanted to give a shout out to our good friend Jim Holbrook, who I met in person at the Crane Show last year. Hoping to run into him again. And that cat jacket I've got on, I bought that from Steve Dickinson at the Pittsburgh show a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I tried to look up Timeless Arctic Cat, but I can't find it on the website.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just before we close, just, one more appeal to keep Steve Dickinson in your prayers. He's got a serious spinal injury. He could use our prayers right now. So please include him in your prayers. And we really, really appreciate that. And got a few comments coming in. Here we go. Kohler engines were made in Kohler, Wisconsin. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, and Brandon came through for me here. The owner of that Eliason is Dan Moore.
Yeah,
Thank
Dan
you for
Moore.
that.
Yeah, that's right.
And David from Alaska Railroad loves that triple TX you see in the screen there.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Midge is a Polaris guy, so I'm sure he loves that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
we had a shop full of them brand new.
That's amazing.
During the Grand Prix and everything,
Oh, and it was also cool to see the Blizzard and the Sonic next to each other.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a beautiful sled?
Yes.
Those,
that's one of the prettiest
Blizzards,
sleds I think ever. Those.
Yeah.
And whether it was the moto ski or the ski doo, both of them looked really sensational.
Yeah. Get them in a 5,500, 7,500, or 9,500.
Yeah.
9,500s. Yeah.
Yeah. And our good friend John Spranger Jr. saying another great show. We appreciate that. And so as we wind down, I want to pop the graphic on the screen one more time. We're promoting the Crane Vintage Snowmobile Show tonight. This happens at the Crane Snowmobile Museum, Lancaster, New Hampshire, February the 7th, 172 Main Street. Try to make it if you can, if you're in that area. It is, for my money, it's one of the best shows in New England. It's pretty darn hard to beat. You get 75 to 100 exhibitors that show up with sleds, and then you go inside the museum. There's another 100 sleds, and it's a great place to go in and warm up, and they've got food in there. Be sure to ask for Melissa's chili and Melissa's mac and cheese. Melissa is Paul Crane's daughter, and she is an excellent cook. And make sure you reference the podcast if you ask for those, and they'll make her smile. And also Glenn Ford says, great show. Yes, to meet you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Whew, yeah, all tuckered out here from a full night. We went, almost 2 hours tonight. This is fun. Any final thoughts, guys?
The longer the show gets, the more interesting sleds you show.
I think folks saw just the depth of these Crane shows is pretty much unbelievable.
Yes, that Crane show is really hard to beat. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, and not to we don't want to leave out our friends at the Newport Center Vintage Snowmobile Show coming up next weekend, January 31st. The Tatro family and the Country Riders Snowmobile Club put an excellent show on. We had them on. We had Robert Tatro on 2 or 3 weeks ago talking that show up, and that's always a fun show too. They do. It's a smaller show, but the quality is second to none.
And they have a nice trail ride afterwards.
Yes, and they've got a nice building where you can go in and warm up, and his wife Brenda makes some excellent chili as well.
Mike's all about the food, eh?
You get it. Well, cool deal. So next week we're going to be promoting. Oh, I don't have the details, Andy, but I can get them. Let me see. We're going to have Eric on. Eric Benedetto. He does the Benedim YouTube channel. He's been on here many times. He's going to be promoting the, oh, do I have the name of it? The Pillars Point annual hot dog ride. That's in upstate New York. And I wish I had more details for that, Andy. Yeah, but he's going to be promoting that next week. So tune in. You're going to learn all about it next week. We've got video clips from that show. And keep us in mind if you do a show and you have video clips and images. That's what this podcast is about, is promoting this hobby and this community. If you have graphics or images or video clips from a snowmobile show, or you're doing something that's coming up, share it with us and we'll help promote your show. Do what we can to promote it. And with that, we are going to close it out. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and thank you for viewing. As always, we give the last word to Amsoil.
Have a good night.
We'll catch up with you next week. Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is.
Wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the Preferred Customer Program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters, free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product. Perfect.
Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.